Okay, we're live now. I'm gonna go on the YouTube and share it with you. Okay, share, copy, paste. Okay, boom, just sent it to you. I should have made a cover, but I can do it after. All right, I'm gonna share it on X and tag you. Okay. Kapri. Kapri. 3. Is your X 3 King Bibbs or?
Yeah, at 3 King Bibbs 5.
3 King Bibbs 5. Cool. All right. Just shared it to X. And then I'm going to share it. I tagged you. I'm going to share it on Facebook. Okay, just shared it on Facebook. And Facebook as well. All right. I just shared it everywhere. Did you get tagged and everything?
Yeah, I should have everything now. Let's see.
All right, you ready?
That should be good now.
I'll go afterwards. I'll go make a cover, and then I'll probably reshare it and see if I can cut the first 3 minutes out.
All right, bet. All right, I'm ready.
I can't see you. Can you hop back in the link? Should be up. There you go. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Maha Minute, #1 blog in the universe. Free. We back episode 2. We decided to go virtual this time, man, to talk about CSU, what's going on with the Jay Norvell, the Washington State game. Looking forward to SDSU. All 4 teams in Colorado. We talk about some hip hop. We got DJ Squizzy Taylor and Doobie Newton with some dope accomplishments. I wanted to shout them out and then talk about the Broncos. But, man, first off, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm good, man. A long weekend after that CSU loss, but shaking back, bro. Outside of that, man, I'm blessed, happy. Daughter doing good, family doing good, blessed. Happy to see everybody else blessed as well and still striving. So,
That's good, man. That's good to hear. Yeah, that CSU game was sorry, one second. CSU game was definitely a little tough. Where do we start with that, man? So going into it, Washington State, they were what, 4.5-point favorites, something like that. So I think everyone was kind of, expecting CSU to come back and play good. Washington State was coming off two really bad losses versus North Texas. They were down what? They lost 59-10, something along those lines. Then they
got blown out. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they lost to Washington. So they let up 59 points back-to-back games. I feel like everyone was pretty confident. CSU coming into this game should have won. And obviously it didn't turn out that way. Let me open. Mic check. You good?
I got my
what was your experience? I think you muted it or something. On accident.
We good?
Okay, I think I hear you now.
Can you hear me?
It says you're talking. I don't know what. Okay, you there?
Yep. I'm here.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, you can hear me? Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically going into the game, again, CSU, we all figured they would perform a lot better after a tough performance versus Utah State or UTSA. I know they ended up losing on the 2-point conversion at the end of the game. What are your thoughts?
I predicted a 20-point victory. So either way for me, I look bad. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I get for going out on a limb with my squad. But I'm not mad at it. I do believe in a lot of these different cases and scenarios, like even the UTSA game, definitely more than a winnable game. But I think different things begin to show, in a lot of these games, and even when it comes to play calling, I would say just being real, and I think I just going to address the elephant in the room first, and that's that fans shouldn't be able to predict your play calling. A fan should not be able to predict your play calling. Just as a chess player, as a coach, as if you want to be seen as a genius in this game, because I think you wouldn't want to be doing this unless you want to act like or present that level of genius in this sport, because people care enough and they do enough homework to think that we wouldn't keep running the same exact power read with the same exact quarterback on the same exact short yardage play in every last one of our games.
What was throwing me off with that is Jackson, he would get some momentum going, and then as soon as he would get some momentum going, okay, let's throw Taj in, which I think Taj is a talent. You could tell, he's a solid player, but the coaching, the play calling isn't putting him in the right positions.
That's perfectly said, because if this is supposed to be the flashy, electric player that we're supposed to be seeing, why are we not putting this flashy player in positions to be flashy?
Right.
I don't think you run a quarterback power up the middle to be able to see how 100 210-pound quarterback, you know what I'm saying, is going to I get it. And we all try to make a next Lamar Jackson. What we trying to do here? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We already know that's an anomaly piece, and we know that this kid possesses this running, you know what I mean, ability that he's given. But at the same time, too, you still have to put him in position to play his game, not the game that you think you can just call a play and anybody can run. Exactly, because your speed says you can do this, and from me being a coach, and if I just do this, then this is going to happen. Okay, all right, you're not playing football anymore. You're trying to play. You're playing narcissism. You're playing
ego.
I think I'm the best, and whatever I'm gonna do is gonna work out. And that's not the truth.
Right.
It's just not the truth. It's not how football works, especially when you put something on film.
Yeah, it was like versus Washington in the first game. Taj is lining up at receiver. You know, he was tricking Washington. He was looking nasty because they didn't know what to expect. But like you said, over the past couple games, everyone knows, okay, Taj is coming in. He's going to run to the right like 3 yards up the middle every time. Like there's no real trickery. You know, one time, at the end of the UTSA game, he throws it. That's like his first time. Well, technically second time throwing it. But it's like
I felt bad.
We're not. Yeah, that's a tough spot. Tough spot to have him in.
Tell him let's go in and make a throw that we see pro athletes mess up on the run to the side of the corner end zone, perfect ball placement. After you don't let them throw the ball all game.
Right. Well, and why are we lining up in shotgun every time? Like, what? You know, we got Jackson, who's huge, 6'4", big body. We need 1 yard. Or Taj, either one of them QBs. Why aren't we trying to run it up the middle, like sneak it, like doing different things? It's just the same thing. And even with the running backs, I'm noticing like we got 3 really talented running backs, and it's like
we got a
first and second.
We got another great back in the stable that I don't think that they're utilizing. Their
Hollis or the other dude.
Personnel. They have another player by the name of Kanye Hunter. He's
okay.
I had a great privilege of being able to see this kid work, being able to see this kid go and practice, and like just throughout the group of backs they do have, I don't think either one of them. I can't blame the backs more than I would say like it's the system. It's how the plays are being run. It's the positions Jalen Dupree's being put in time and time over and over again.
Shotgun run up the middle every time.
Shotgun running back. You know that's a power back. When that man goes to the NFL, if he makes it, God willing, that man will be in I formation. That man will be that man will have a fullback in front of him. He will be running zones on the outside, cutting the ball up, one cut and go. That's who Jalen Dupree is. I don't know who needs. I know I wasn't there as long as the other running back coaches or coaches that's been there, but just from seeing football,
this ain't look right.
It's just like, come on, at some point you have to care about your personnel. You have to care about the players that you have in the game, not just what you want to run.
Right.
And catering to the players.
Yeah. And to go off of that point, it was just announced today in the press conference that, well, it was more so announced from Justin Michael, DMVR Rams, that he's handing over the play calling to Matt Money. But during the press conference, it was like he was kind of hinting at that, but he was kind of like beating around the bush, not really fully taking accountability and saying like, oh, yeah, like I'm going to pass the play calling off to Matt Money. It was just more like we're going to do something different. And then the other reporters closer to CSU found out through the players that, and it's just like at some point, like you said, you gotta take accountability and do what's best for the team and put the ego to the side. You know what I'm saying? And Matt Money, it was talked about in the spring that he was going to start taking over play calling, but then obviously that didn't come into fruition for the first 3 games.
Says who?
Jay Norvell. I mean,
come on now.
Yeah,
this is the team.
Right.
These guys are in headsets together. They call
right, and and it looks like the players are getting confused with that. Like they're not. Like they're all over the place.
They're both calling the plays. They've been both calling the plays. It's not hard. That's not hard to tell.
Right.
I mean, any great offensive mind, Andy Reid, everybody, every last coach that you know that you think is a genius had a predecessor, had someone that was next to them that could let them know, like, hey, we just ran these 2 plays. Like, this is the third one. Hey, we just ran this play. We started off. That was good. I seen the way that's why they have coordinators. That's why they have an offensive coordinator to let you know, hey, that play was good when that guy motioned over here and he followed him. If we just throw this other play in here, right here, and then the head coach goes or the play caller goes, I saw that too. Or I didn't see that. Or, hey, yeah, I like this, but I'm going to go with this. They're both running communications back and forth the whole entire time. So playing that game isn't going to get it done more than you're seeing people not predicate themselves on the players that are in the game. We don't like the play calling when you bench BFN. You bench BFN for throwing this man in multiple 3-step drops into him just letting the screen off here, letting the screen off there. And then after both of your plays get destroyed, you put him in 3rd and 10. And then you finally let him drop back for the first time in the drive, whatever it is, and try to act like he needs to have a perfect flow. And like the wide receivers have a perfect flow. You know they don't. When you should line up sometimes on 1st down and take a 5-step drop and let him deliver the ball to get some flow going. Instead of lining up and just say, all right, here goes a run play. Oh, damn, there went -1. Oh, damn. All right, throw a quick little tunnel
screen quick down the middle here.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we can get on RPO. Oh, now Braden. Now we need you to drop back. And we need you to hang in there. And we don't know who the fuck is coming off the edge, but we need you to hang in there and deliver a perfect ball. Come on now. No coach, no smart coach, nobody who ever cares about the flow of a football game would ever do that to a player.
Right.
It just doesn't feel well. If you're a player, if you ever played this game, that's why I think having coaching staff and other people that's in place that plays this game is important. So you know what to do and how to put a player into flow.
Right. Especially because BFN was definitely out of flow. I mean, every time he was starting to get a little rhythm going, take him out, put Taj in for a run up the middle, or with BFN, it just felt like you're taking him out, but you're not put him in tempo, because when he was at his best, he was in tempo. He was running the offense. Okay, boom, quick pass here, quick pass. Okay, boom, handoff here. But we're, slow to the line. The play calling isn't all the way there. Like you said, you got 2 people talking the headset. He's looking at the sideline, like, confused. Like, you could just tell, like, it's not there. But honestly, after the game, I felt like Jackson did, he managed the game. I don't think it was on him as far as the loss. But I was pretty shocked. I tried to be patient with Norvell and not just come out and be like, oh, yeah, we need a new coach or anything like that. I really tried to be unbiased, be patient. But I was a little shocked that, they're giving him another chance. But this is pretty much his last chance from what it's sounding like. Like, you give up the play calling officially, supposedly. And I mean, outside of like making the conference championship game at this point and like going on a crazy run, it's not looking too good. I'll just say that. And I mean, this is from what I'm hearing from reporters and seeing on the news and stuff like that. Like, everyone's a little fed up with it. It's just the CSU has too much resources. You look at New Mexico. Jason Eck comes in. They're 3-1, 4-1. First year head coach. Utah State, first year 3-2. UNLV, first year head coach, 4-0. And we got a 4th year coaching staff that's like, I'm sure they're great coaches and great dudes and everything. Norvell, I'm sure he is, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, this is not the expectations for a 4th year, you know what I'm saying? And it just got to put the ego to the side and hopefully Money can revive the offense, because the defenses look good in my opinion. I mean, they could do a little better. I feel like rushing the passer on the D line and whatnot, but I feel like the defense has been holding CSU at these games, Bill. Like, I don't know,
making the games at least like able to watch worthy.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the defense has definitely held their own, and I haven't liked all the defensive calls either. Like, I don't like us going against UTSA and running a 0 blitz in 3rd and 1. I don't believe you're dealing with a talented running back. We leave him with one level of defense to run through. I just don't. You don't do that to a talented running back at any point in time. Any talented running back that you put in a one level defense, don't ever put me in a 1 level defense. I know that for sure.
Once he broke through that line, he's gone.
Because now I'm gone now. I mean, it's just not the smart. You want backs that are that talented to have to make multiple cuts. So you put defenders at different levels to make it hard for them to get their engine going. You don't want a talented back to get their engine going. I promise you, you don't want that.
Yeah.
So with just the analytics of the game, like, there's a lot of different pieces that I see that CSU, they need help. They need help, and it's from I think at this point we're looking at CSU needing help from just a complete egotistical meltdown, like melt it down, like take it away, like let them go out and play cover 3, let them go out and play cover 4, let them play cover 2. Take the ego away from this thing. Everybody's trying to be pretty. Everybody's trying to be cool. Everybody's trying to make a name for themselves. Just go back to the basics. Go back to the basics. Go back to running some real plays. Some real plays. Some real 31 plays. How about you do like the NFL does? You think the NFL cares how many times a team watches roll right? I don't know if you know what that play is, but it's when you fake the handoff to the running back on 31 and the running back just rolls out to the sideline. Fakes the handoff and then catches the ball, but the quarterback now has a sprint right. He can either keep the ball or throw the ball to the running back.
Right.
That play is ran every week in football by multiple different teams. And guess the percentages on that play. 60 to 70% of conversion.
Pretty solid.
Like, and everybody runs it. Everybody.
Right.
It's just a hard
that tells
concept.
you how it's
just a hard
solid
concept
play.
to grab. It's a hard concept. You have to throw things like that back into your playbook. Not make everything that's in your playbook have to be woo. Everybody's trying to be Elmer Fudd with the play calling. You like that? Oh, you like that? Like
like he's out thinking himself. He's like it's you're making it harder than it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's
play some go play football. Go line up and let these boys play football. You're not giving them that chance. You're not.
Right. Because the talent's insane. I mean, the running backs, Dupree, Avant, Marshall, all nasty. Winfield's a solid receiver. I even think our QBs ain't bad, bro. Brusso and BFN ain't bad. Defensively, Ellis.
BFN should have never been benched. You can't bench a quarterback when you take him out of every single point of momentum shifts of a game. You put this man, let him drive fields versus Washington, right? That was cool. I like the play calling so much versus Washington that I hated it. Because when you let a man he's going against Washington, bro. He's balling.
Right. He did throw some solid passes versus over the Warren.
Hear me out when I say this. He was balling. And then we get into the red zone, right? This man happy as all get out. I just let my team down the field versus Washington in my opening drive. And now I'm about to go score my first touchdown of the season. And I'm about to Taj, get in the game.
Right.
Every time there's a big moment in the game, Taj, get BFN out. How do you think that makes a player feel? How do you?
It's going to take him right out of rhythm. Yeah.
You don't give him any type of peak feelings in the game that he gets to celebrate.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
This is football.
No, you're right.
You're right. Confidence going. Like, we put so much extra thought into this analytics and this and that. Like, when we don't put so much analytics into it that we forget that we're human beings, not robots.
Right. So what do you think?
A human being that's unhappy to go out and move like he's happy. That not a robot. Not a robot.
Right. So do you think it was smart? Go ahead. My bad. Finish your point.
No, I just think when you care, when you have players like that players need that type of thing in a football game, it's because it used to be one.
Right.
Like it's just simple as that. You know the feeling. You know what it does to your morale. You know what it even does for the morale of your team when they watch the quarterback that everyone says is a star goes out and beats a star. Because then they're like, guess what? I'm next. But when you tell everybody this is your star, and then you keep putting him in roles that look like he can be replaced.
Not the star. Yeah.
Like,
right.
What are we doing? I don't.
It's going to kill his confidence, yeah. And it
the
did.
The moment you brought Taj in, I'm sorry to say this, but just because I have insight, I thought it was a bad move. I told them, I told CSU, I said, why? Why would you bring in a fifth-year senior and use up a scholarship while you have a star quarterback? Why would you use that scholarship on a fifth-year quarterback while you have a junior quarterback that is at the top of his game that you need to develop? This isn't the NFL. NFL.
I liked bringing Taj in, especially from the Washington game. Like, he came out hot. Like, he was looking nice. It's just I don't think he's being used right. That's my problem.
What did he do in any of these situations, brother? What did Taj show you that BFN couldn't do? They're not that different in speed. They're not.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a good point.
Not like we've seen Taj break people off like Lamar Jackson and like, no, that's not what you're even asking him to do. You're asking him to run power up the middle with a decoy with the running back in front of him.
Yeah, you're right. You know why? Because BFN is fast. BFN is fast. You're right.
The BFN is athletic.
Right. He can run.
He's not Tom Brady. What are we doing? He's not running like Tom Brady. Oh, he don't got no wheels now? Oh, he can't run?
That's a good point.
You can't leaving your starting quarterback and say, run, because he just went to the Peyton Manning passing camp. At least use that deception before you take off and run with a guy.
Right.
Not with the guy that passer rating or other coaches are saying, guess what, guys? He's not going to throw the ball. You can't say that about BFN. You can't say
that. You don't know what you can do, yeah.
Like,
so do you think the play calling and the mismanagement as far as taking him out of the game is what led to BFN missing those easy reads and stuff to start the season?
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah,
that's fair. Taking people out of flow. You're taking people out of flow in the middle of a game, in the hearts of games, in games where they prepared all week to be the guy. 2 years, this guy's been the guy. He has showed up. He showed up for you. He brought you back to beat Boise, didn't he? He did how much more has
he played good versus CU. That man, when his coming out party versus CU was nuts.
We can bring it back to the old shit. We can bring it back to last year because you're talking about only reason you got those wins was from elite quarterback play, not from elite defense.
Right.
Because that controls morale of a game too. When every time you open up the playbook, or you're going to go run your first 8 plays of the game and you're already down 7 points.
Well, and to go to that point, I think the defense is tired. Like they're doing good, but then as the game wears on, they're getting tired because they're on the field because the offense is putting the defense in 3 and outs like that. The defense can't get no break,
man.
And it's
We're gonna make Owen Long.
He's nice.
We're gonna make him. We're gonna make him have the most tackles in college football history.
Right.
He's gonna have the most tackles in college football history just because our offense sucks that bad.
Right.
It's not because he's not good either. He is that good, but
he is
showing his ass because the defense is always on the damn field.
Right. So what do you think do you think Matt Mumme, this change is going to help at all? Like looking forward at San Diego State and conference play, because I mean this is his last shot. Let's keep it real. John Weber and Amy Parsons, they're on the go. You know, we're going to the Pac-12. Like the fans are showing up. Like they're not going to keep dealing with subpar performances. You know what I'm saying? Like something's got to change. Otherwise, you know, we're going to be having a new coach here soon, heading to the Pac-12. So, what are your thoughts? Do you think it helps? Hopefully, it does. I mean, I don't know. It's tough.
I mean, I think it's important, man. I think it's important as we move in and we're saying and we're preaching about the fact that we care about our ascension as, you know, at CSU, Colorado State as a university. And we're talking about going into the Pac-12. We're all telling people how excited that we are. But we can't do that with minimalistic behavior.
Mm-mm.
We can't
Right.
do that. We can't just do the old CSU thing. I'm sorry to say it, but we've done that. This is a recurring thing that we're witnessing.
Right.
We're witnessing ego. We're witnessing platform style coaching where it says,
Right.
"Hey, well, look at me. I'm doing this. Like I'm
Right.
making these plays happen. I'm making this thing. I'm the coach. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." We're falling back into those lines. We're falling back into the Jim McElwain. You know what I'm saying? Getting his hands on Shaq Barrett, Kapri Bibbs, Rashard Higgins, and Garrett Grayson, and then trying to take all the credit for himself. That's like in 3-4 of those players he never even recruited. That made his team the team that it was. That wasn't his team. That was our team, and we were going against him every week.
Yeah.
We went out and played for each other because we didn't even like that man. But guess who got the job at Florida? He did.
McElwain, yeah.
Exactly. Like he wasn't the one. He wasn't the one breaking tackles in backfields and taking them for 80. That wasn't Jim McElwain. That was his players. That was me. I was recruited by Steve Fairchild, not Jim McElwain. Man didn't even want to give me my number, but he got a job at Florida. Like, so you have to like know like this is a reoccurring thing that we're seeing where like the coaches like you have to care about your personnel. Yes, this is what you have to deal with. Yes, these are the players that you have. No, we don't just do anything with any old style of players. No, when Jackson is out of the game, we don't line up Rocky Beers as a stand-up tight end. Like he's going to fulfill that role. You change your game plan, and you go in the I formation, and you put Carlos and Beers in the game. And run a 2.
Where's the I formation? I want to see the I formation, man. Like on the 31, 41.
Go underneath the center with a single back. You know what I'm saying? Get those 2 tight ends in a game, or bring in an extra wide receiver from the same. Like you can do that. You have it. Why not? But because you want to make some look a certain way to say like this is my style of offense. This is how I play.
This is the air raid. Yeah.
Like this is what we do. Like
do what's best for the team.
Exactly.
Like you can't tell me Jackson Brousseau, 6'4", 250, whatever, can't get 1 or 2 yards in 2 plays. Like, come on, man. Like, just I don't know, man.
They watch the
it's tough.
They watch the tush push like we watch
it.
They watch everything the way you watch it. I'm telling you, what we're looking at is egotistical. This is the way that I want to do it.
Right.
And,
go ahead.
It's not going well. It's not. So cut the act. Cut it out. Like no one's ever seen any of these staff members as geniuses in the sport of football. No one. None of you guys are we looking at like Adam Gates or Jay McDaniel. None of you guys have that resume.
Carson Strong helped him a lot.
Trying to establish it, like, but cut it.
Right. I think Jay said something about him just wanting to pretty much do it his way, something along those lines in the press conference. It's just the accountability, and I get it because if you go down, you want to go down, it being on your watch, but at some point you just got to. The writing's on the wall. You got to move forward. So we'll see, man. And I'm tired. And it sucks because honestly, they won 8 games last year. It was a pretty easy schedule, but it was kind of like, all right, like that. They were getting better, and it was like the play call was still rough, but it was like, all right, they're winning games at least. This year, it's like, no, they're not. Can't score, no winning games.
If I'm honest, bro, like I say, Jay, Ty. Outside of the actual experience, guys that they have underneath them, which them two are okay. You have Jay Norvell, he played football. You have Ty Summers, who has an extreme amount of knowledge being a defensive coordinator, running that role very well. Your other intricate pieces only need to be people who have done this, not only played the game, but they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about in order to give it to the kids. Because I'm just going to be honest, we have certain people that's so out of position inside of our building you couldn't tell me that we put the right thought in the sand that we want to do it the right way. From how many people that have intricate positions in our CSU building that's never done them before. This isn't a D4 institute, D3 institute.
Right.
You can't just come in here and do whatever you want. You're still in a good conference. I don't care what people say. Try that shit with Utah State. Try that shit with Boise. Try that shit with Fresno. Try that shit.
Well, what's Boise doing that led to them having 10-win seasons nonstop? Like, they're going to the playoff. They're winning bowl games. They're winning.
Look at their staff. Look at what they do. Boise never plays the same style of football. They never have for 1 year, for 2 years straight. They've never done it.
Well, and it's like
they play to their personnel. If they get a guy like Ashton Jency, what do?
They run the ball. Make it simple. Just put it in his hand.
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
Boise used to be a 30 pass a game team. They get a good running back. They're a 30 running game team.
Right.
Like it
doesn't. Kellen Moore, back at the Kellen Moore days. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like they don't have the coach isn't the identity. The player that he brings in is the identity.
Right. Playing to their strengths. It's like we have the resources to be up there with. We should be one of the best group of 5 schools consistently.
We already
group
have
of 6.
The talent.
Yeah.
I got a chance to watch practice. I'm watching these boys play. I'm like, oh my God.
They're nice.
Freaking good.
They're getting 4-star recruits.
Real skilled players. We got a real quarterback. We got running back. We have a stable of running backs.
3. At least 3.
Like for the first time since I went there, when I had Woke, Dr. Alexander, and me, there hasn't been a stable like that since.
Right.
You got a real stable. Wow.
And we're just not, and it's just not clicking. I don't know. So what do you think? San Diego State's next. San Diego State is like, I think they're 3 or 4-1 now. 3. They Cal 34-0 Cal.
That's who it was.
But then the last week they beat Northern Illinois about 6-3. So like they're up and down. Like they're winning games.
Northern Illinois.
They're solid. Yeah.
Tough school.
Yeah, they're solid. But they're
always been a tough school, and they're always at the top of
the MAC.
MAC. Yeah, they're always at the top of the MAC. Northern Illinois is the top school of the MAC. Like,
So my question is, say we win a game, we have to keep Jay, right? Like at that point, like you got to keep. You can't just fire him after a win, right? So it's like, but what happens if we lose? Like, what's your opinion, man? What do you think about this game? Like, and I'll tell you one last thing on that Washington State game. It got so bad. Like the UTSA one, it was like, it was heart wrenching, right? It was a close game. We should have won. We came back, but we barely lost. But the Washington State performance was so bad that it was just like, it was almost laughable. You're kind of just sitting there like, you're not even that hurt because you're just like, yeah, this ain't going nowhere. And then the Canvas Chaos, the Washington State celebrating, just the fans leaving. It was just like, yeah, that was my last thing I wanted to say on the Washington State game. But
yeah, no, I agree.
I was at
the game, so
yeah,
I was there, and honestly, from watching up close and personal, and looking at the morale,
yeah,
of the team, like
just down.
It's not like I know those players. Like, I know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a chance to spend some good time with them. Like, those some proud guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, some proud guys, some hardworking guys. Like, I just don't believe they're being put in the position to be that. And they know that as individuals, as players. And I think it's messing up the cohesiveness with the coaches. Like, there's too many players that just are at odds with the coaches, like with how they're playing them, the running back rotation. If it's the benching of BFN, knowing damn well that we keep calling them out on 3rd and short, you know what I'm saying? And then we don't get it, and then we losing games, and it's not like you ever put him in a position to make any of those plays.
Right.
To even be able to make a fighting case for himself. His
His
fighting case was on 1st and 2nd down, but not on 3rd. Like,
and you can see it on Jay's face. Like, you could just tell he's not confident in himself right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could just see it on the broadcast. He's kind of got this like iffy look, like he's unsure about his play calling. Like, but like he's a leader. Like, you could fit. Like, I love his energy. I love his energy. I love how he deals with the media and everything. But it's just when it comes to the play calling, it's like you got to give it up. So we'll see. But San Diego State.
That's really what I'm hoping for out of this situation. Honestly, if I can be frank, I would say that in the best case scenario for Colorado State, I don't think they need a new leader. I think Jay's a great leader.
Right. I agree.
I say when it comes to other intricate parts of Colorado State, when you're talking about a general manager, like, go get a real one. For personnel, go get a real general manager. Go get real staff members that know how to hire real other coaching staffing members that know what they're doing.
Okay.
Not just worry about the offensive coordinator, the D coordinator, or who's calling the plays. We know who's calling the plays. Jay's calling the plays. Mummy's calling the plays. All right, that's cool. Whatever their experience may be, they have a great wide receiver coach that played the game, played at a high level when he played, smart. Every position should have that same exact qualification. Down the line. We don't waver or tier that because that's my friend or that's somebody that I knew like back in the day, because you can at this university. You wouldn't do that at Alabama. If you went to Florida, you wouldn't pull this shit. You go out and get the best running back coach you possibly could. You go out and go get the best X, Y, and Z that you possibly could. You wouldn't just allow anybody to fill a role. But since we're at Colorado State, we let anybody fill a role and then think that we're about to get max output. No, we're minimalists that are expecting the best, which becomes blasphemy. And expect those type of results. Like, now you start to like what? Why are you guys expecting that? Why are you expecting that?
Right. And it's like the Rockies. I know I'm changing sports, but the Rockies are having the same issue with the Mumfords. They keep hiring from within the Mumfords. It's like, bro, you guys have sucked for pretty much the whole existence outside of one World Series run. That's a whole nother sport. but so what do you think, man, as far as looking forward to San Diego State? Like, what is there a chance that Jay keeps his job after this season going into the Pac-12? And if so, what does he need to do for the rest of the year to keep his job?
The best thing I see out of this situation is catching some type of flow. Make a bowl game. Make a bowl game. Catch a flow. You got to win the bowl game, though. You need to win. You can't get whooped again, man. But, one thing that I say, like, about that as well, outside of, winning, like, make sure it's evident of the change.
Right.
Make the change evident for the people to see. Like, I think one way of doing that is line up under center a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Please. Yeah. Like, just let people know that, like, hey, like, we're fixing this thing for real. Not we're fixing who's calling the first 8 after you guys already sat down like you did before and called the first 8.
Right.
You've been doing that the whole time. Y'all all been sitting in the room having an input on what the first 8 plays are, and it's always been an open thing. It wasn't a democracy when I was there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so Jay has always left the floor open. So I'm sure, like, Mummy always had an input. So, like, let's legitimately go back to the players and coaching for your staff, whether you're coaching from what you want to run and look pretty at on TV. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. Yeah. So, yeah, I think if they can pretty much win out, maybe lose one more game and make a conference championship, I think
Not
things
gonna
will be
lie,
forgiven,
brother.
or
Conference championship.
it's not looking too good. But
No,
that's what they got to do.
This conference is tough, and the levels that these teams are hitting on right now, like, and you bench BFN, and there's a lot of things going on inside of the building when other teams aren't having these problems that are on hot fire right now that we're going to have to see in conference. I think we just played our easiest games of the year, including Washington.
No, yeah.
We did.
Washington State wasn't that good, bro.
And
They're not
neither
that
was
good.
Washington. Washington was a beatable game. That was a beatable
No,
game.
yeah, it was winnable. That was winnable.
That was a beatable team. That was our first easiest. Those first 4 games was our easiest games of the season. We should have been 0-4.
The offense has pretty much been missing since the second half of that Washington game.
Oh, the Washington game.
Yeah, outside of a couple little moments here and there versus UNC and UTSA, but
and even Washington, when he brought Jay Marsh in the game, he had a spark and he came in, had the big plays, and then the kid fumbles, and then you take him out.
Killed his confidence
after you knew you didn't even play him. That was you finally played him in the end of the second quarter, and then this kid comes out and gets 100 yards for you in a blink of an eye, and now you mad that he fumbled after you didn't play him and let him even get warmed up, but he still almost gave you 100. Come on, brother, you can't make this up. Who's calling this?
Yeah,
Where's the accountability?
Accountability big, and he's big on that too. He's big on that too. I want to see it.
No, yeah, I think everybody always talk that shit. Oh, I'm about accountability. I'm about integrity. I'm about this. I'm about that. Motherfuckers, no, you're lying.
We're not seeing it. Yeah,
that's for propaganda. That's no different what we would see out of a fucking president and stand in front of a camera. Yeah, you're supposed to say all the things that sound right, that fit with the culture. But when we're looking at this shit, when everything keeps boiling down, when it's time for these things to be put in real life scenarios, it is constantly the opposite of everything that's being said and how everything's being handled.
So CSU or San Diego State's 4.5-point favorites as of right now. Do you want to do a score prediction? It's in San Diego. Do you want to do that for this game, or you just?
I'm not doing no more score prediction.
Yeah, I respect it. I'm on the same boat. I ain't predicting it. I hope for the best.
I want us to win. Yeah. I want us to win out at that. I want us to win the rest of the season. I want to see Jay make a change so he can stay. I want to see Jay take it personal upon himself on how he handles the rest of the staff. When he knows that he has some weak chains, some weak links in his chain, go out and address them. Don't care. This is your boat. You're the head coach. However,
you're making $1 million.
Yeah, the same way you talking about. You want to go out your way, then go out your way for real. Stop trying to employ your best friends. You know what I mean? Stop. Putting. Don't have a head weight room staff member telling players what NFL players look like, and he's 5'7" and 180 pounds, 200 whatever, look like a little roly poly. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. Let's stop telling people. Let's stop giving people power to say who belongs where, and they've never been there. They've never been able to get there themselves. They've never done the things that you need to do to get there. Fuck a computer. Fuck analytics. Some people have real life knowledge to be able to see and talk to people face to face and know exactly what they need to be doing rather than guessing. Because people in there are guessing because they were blessed with a role for the first time. That's cool. But I just don't want it to be at my school.
Right. Yeah, it's time to take this serious, man. We got too much talent, too much resources.
We can't keep we can't keep being minimalistic.
Right.
As a university. We can't keep doing it.
Going through coaching staffs, all that stuff, man. I've been watching my whole life, man. I'm tired of it, man. I mean, you've experienced it. You played it.
I came in to help CSU. I already knew what I was doing when I came to CSU. You should have seen when the other schools heard that I committed to CSU what they were saying. You really finna go there?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, bro, you know they lose. They're losers. You ain't lost not one of your high school seasons. You finna go there? I said, no, I'm a winner. When I go there, I know we gonna win.
And we haven't won a bowl, and that was the last time we won a bowl game was with you guys. So hopefully we could get back to that postseason magic, man. So okay, moving forward now. All four, just a quick side note, all four Division One programs lost at home. CU lost to BYU. Air Force lost to Hawaii. UNC lost to Idaho State. So the Colorado, and it's crazy because like the last couple of years have been pretty solid between both CSU and CU both making bowl games last year. Air Force has always been pretty solid. This year it's not looking too good. I will say, give credit to Northern Colorado though; they've been really bad. So they got a couple wins under their belt, which is actually pretty good for them to start. Shout out DJ Squizzy Taylor. He was the first DJ to perform. Yeah, he performed at Ball Arena. And he's the Broncos DJ for Empower Field, and he recently just performed at Coors Field with Chris Brown. So, first DJ in Colorado to perform at all three major sports venues. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Man,
on Squizzy and
I love seeing that for bro because I seen him when I was like 20 years old coming into Denver. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't really get into a club. I was with the Broncos. I just got with the Broncos. And I remember I made 21 and I hit the club a couple times for the first time. And me and Squizzy got real close. I seen him. This is when he started DJing, and he was making his way, and you could tell how hungry he was to, be a top DJ. And I'm happy that I got a chance to support him throughout that time too as well, and seeing the person that he just blossomed into just overall as a DJ. He always cared. He always, manifested all of it, treated people well. So I'm super proud of bro, and I think he deserves every last bit of everything that he's doing right now. All the things that get opened up to him, and I love that people are open to him because he was always open to them. He was always loving to the people of Denver, always looking out for them. I seen it with my own eyes. I seen how much love he showed back to the community. So, it's none of this is a surprise to me, but this is what happens when you do things the right way. You know what I'm saying? And, you actually be a good person and, and you harness your blessings. Like, this is what happens. So he deserves it all. And I hope he get with 10 times more. He deserves more, even more. I don't think he's done. I don't think he's close to that. He deserves more.
Right. I also wanted to give a shout out to Doobie Newton. He's very connected with the Colorado hip hop scene, and he actually recently just went platinum within 24 hours with his work on Cardi B's new album. So yeah, shout out Doobie Newton. Man, the Speed. I don't know if you see Speed. He was just in Colorado at the Red Rocks. He's funny.
I love Speed, man.
I love him, man. He's entertaining. That'd be dope. Man, what do you got any thoughts? Broncos play the Bengals tonight here in about 3 hours or so. They're 1-2, two really close losses versus the Colts and the Chargers on game-ending field goals. And I seen a crazy stat. I think it said that the Broncos haven't been down in the fourth quarter yet. They've just lost 2 games on a field goal, which is like, I don't know how you.
That's football,
that's
bro.
Tough.
NFL football. It's professional football. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Because it's every week for every team. We don't see blowouts that often in NFL. I don't know where people get this thing from, where they think it's college football. But you better be ready in the NFL to see every game decided under 7 points. That's the NFL. That's the name of no one should be surprised that all these games are coming down to field goals or whatever.
Ties.
Yeah, seldomly do you see a team win by 7 or 10 or whatever. Yeah. You're dealing with the best players in the world. They're gonna fight back. Everybody's gonna fight back. Cleveland Browns, Detroit Browns. I don't care who you call it. Like
Yeah.
they professional team. Like they gonna fight back. You know, they're
Right.
the best players in the world, man. Like so, them losing, taking those 2 games by field goals. That's cool because I'm happy that they're staying within field goals. So that means that's that easy to flip that script the other way around. Now,
Right.
if you out here losing games by 14 points, 10 points, and this is that, you know how hard it is to lose an NFL game by 14 and 10 points?
Right.
That's like that. Like you got to really be bad. That means your defense has to suck and your offense got to suck. So it's like, damn, where were y'all at in draft meetings and where y'all at during free agency? Like everyone always cares about that. You don't see teams. I don't care how bad you see that Miami Dolphins team from years ago. Like they were still giving people a run for their people. Would still don't want to play their ass.
Right.
They were still losing the games, but everybody was just counting on the fact that they had a loser mentality, so they would give it up in the last second. That's what we count on from a losing team, is that the fight at the end isn't going to be as hard. You don't want to get into a dogfight with the Philadelphia Eagles and the confidence that they have in the last.
Yeah, they're going to win.
Game.
They win all the close games. They championship DNA.
Exactly, it's a DNA. Like and now they really believe it. They really believe it compared to the team who lost all those games in those close situations.
Right.
Like, them guys, they best players. When the game get online, you know I'm made for this shit. You know how I'm built. Like they already got that in their mind. Why this other kid at this other team is like, damn, I'm about to make or break it right now. I don't know. Like, shit, if I get a stop on him, I end up on ESPN. I don't know where I'm end up if I don't.
Yeah, overthinking it.
Exactly.
Goes to our point earlier.
Like, you got another person on the other side of the field, like, I'm about to kill him. Like, and there's nothing going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good point. Hey, I like that you bring that up because I was watching the Cowboys and Packers game last night. And, you know, to compare it back to the CSU play calling, right, I'm seeing Schottenheimer. This is how you can tell he has a good offensive mind. He's like, you know, he's running his players out to see, okay, they're up there in zone. They're not in man. Okay, this dude's coming around doing the end around. Like, it was trickery, but it was like working and it was looking good. And that's the difference between like a solid NFL offense versus like a struggling college offense is like you could tell these are the best players in the world and the coaching is really on point versus just, right up the middle.
See, the crazy thing about that is, bro, is that you just pointed it out perfectly.
Yeah.
Any player can do that shit. But what coach is going to call it?
Right.
You talking about emotion? We having problems finding guys that know how to motion and get man tails.
Yeah.
Like we have a problem with that. We have a problem lining up fast so we can have alerts in our system that says, hey, you know what, they line up in man or they lined up in zone. We got 2 different plays to counteract either one.
Penalties.
Here, like
I think if Jay, now that he's giving up play call, I think we have less penalties because he'll be able to manage the game better. My bad. I keep bringing it back to that, but that's the hope.
No, I mean,
that's the hope.
I want the best for them, so I'm trying to think about it in a way like that. I can believe that that's prosperous for them, outside of the fact that it just needs to act like they need to actually do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I deem them as smart people. You know what I mean? Smart coaches. Like that's what they want to be viewed as, right? So like we got to do something about it. You got to do something because I mean, smart people do something. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
What did Einstein say? You keep doing the same thing and messing up. It's called insanity.
Yeah, expecting different results. Like it's insane.
Right.
You switched out a quarterback and then ran the same exact game plan that you ran every week.
One thing I think they got to change about the NFL game is I think they should go to the college overtime rules because that game last night, like, I just feel like it's counterproductive, I think, to only put 10 minutes on the clock in OT and make sure both teams get a shot because it's like you're pretty much asking for a tie, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if you're going to – yeah, like I think if you're gonna I like giving both teams the ball, but I think you got to do it the college route, where there's no clock. It's just okay, line up 35, whatever.
That's
Yeah,
it.
right.
Like,
That's what I think.
why you gotta put a clock on it?
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Just go. Like,
Do you like the ties and stuff or no? How do you
I
feel about
think
it?
that only in the NFL that because there is 32 teams that all play for one overall goal, that a tie could mean something in playoff standing or whatever. Like
Right.
why I would agree with the sense of a tie in the game compared to when you're in college football. I'm not trying to see a tie out of a non-division rivals who aren't battling for a conference championship together or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like the only thing they can do is win their division. So if you're a non-conference game, like what type of significance would that do for us to end in a tie? You know what I'm saying? But in the NFL, like a tie does mean something for the whole conference because that's a wild card spot potentially. That's for another team. You know what I'm saying? Like it has so many different implications when it all comes down at the end. You know what I'm saying? Having the tie. So I'm fine with the ties in the NFL. No ties in college football. No.
Yeah, I'm fine with it from an injury perspective. I think that's why they're doing it because it's like you don't want them to play too long because then players are going to start getting injured. And so I guess I can see it from that perspective, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of the ties, man.
We get a thunderstorm warning and we go into the locker room for an hour and a half, and then they say, "All right, time to start the game up again. We're gonna give y'all 10 minutes to warm up."
That's fair.
We got 40-year-old men. We got 40-year-old men on our team that warmed up for 45 minutes to get ready for this game, brother. Like 45 minutes to get them knees and everything lathered all up. Don't say that you care now. Now you got 15 minutes to get ready. The game about to kick back off. Thunderstorm warning is over. Like, motherfuckers in there, took off their clothes, hitting their wives up and shit. Like, babe, I don't know what we gonna do. I think the game's over. We might be home early. All of a sudden, they walk back in the locker room like, hey, the game's gonna start back up again. You know what I'm saying? Put your cleats back on.
Right. Do you got any predictions for this game tonight versus the Bengals, Broncos and Bengals? Or are you staying away from those two?
Oh, no, I'm fine with the Broncos. I think the Broncos go back and get back on a win column. You know, honestly, tell you the truth, man, it's so hard to beat Denver at home.
It is.
So hard to beat Denver at home. I think Joe Burrow and them boys show up. It's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be fun. It's always
Burrow's out. He's out for pretty much the end of the season. Yeah.
I'm sorry. But it's just the truth about it is they always come out. They still got two great receivers. You know what I'm saying? They still got everything that they had going on. Post Joe getting hurt. He did get hurt, but you know, some of these backups, they be doing their thing sometimes. And then on top of that, like it's not like you're gonna have a hard time finding the target. You know what I'm saying? Like
Jamar,
you got guys that can find their way wide open and real fast, real quick. You know, so they're not receivers that take a long time to get open. They run precise, and Jamar maybe the if not, I think what makes Jamar so great is he's the most on-timing wide receiver in the NFL. I think whenever he runs routes, he's always on time. He knows how to get in and out of them, but his efficiency in between the points of his routes are even better. So his release is on time. His in between, him getting to the top of his route is on time. Him coming out of his route is on time, and obviously his catching ability is phenomenal. So, like, I think that's what makes Jamar the player that he is. I don't think you need a great quarterback for a receiver. For a receiver like Jamar Chase, and then he's special. Yeah, he's a special talent, and then you have T. Higgins on the other side. So it's still gonna be a game. If people don't think it's gonna be a game, like I said, we had the NFL talk earlier. The players aren't supposed to adopt that with championship mentality. Championship mentality is go put your foot on somebody's neck, regardless of what the record is, no matter who's starting and not starting. That's when you see championship DNA. You don't see the Philadelphia Eagles come out and take it easy on the Miami Dolphins because Tua got a concussion. No, the next quarterback's they're gonna try to get him one too. You know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
they're gonna try to demoralize everything that they're stepping into, because that's what the battle is. That's what the war is. It's the game 1-on-1 for a W, like it is. You go and you conquer that team. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you do.
Right.
That's what the championship team does. So I think even in this situation, we come out and we have to dominate that team. Like not sit back and be like, oh yeah, we can just let them throw. It's just Browning. Yeah, okay. But that's just him. But he can damn near throw a blindfold to this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right. You just throw it up. He's down there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like that type of receivers
yeah.
that you have in the NFL sometimes. You can have a bad quarterback situation, but you don't need to be that talented to get some of these guys the ball.
Right.
You don't.
Oh, you just reminded me too.
I think that's what makes Tua so painful to watch.
Yeah, man. I hope he. I think he needs to retire, man. Anyways. That's besides the point, man. He's a great player. I hate to see him keep getting hurt.
No, I don't think it's about the hurt. I don't think Tua was ever. If we got rid of Tim Tebow fast, what took so long with Tua?
Right.
I just like Tim Tebow was a way bigger. They have the same throwing motion.
Right. He was winning games.
They literally have the same throwing motion.
Yeah. I wanted to give a shout out to Torrey Horton because he's already scored 3 touchdowns for the Seahawks, punt return and 2 receiving touchdowns. Shout out Torrey. McBride too. Trey McBride scored touchdown. Versus the Niners a couple weeks ago. That was dope to see. So
we got the best tight end in the game of football right now, man. We got Trey McBride, bro. He's the best tight end in football right now.
Yep, I got him in fantasy.
Came by storm too.
Right, but I think that just about does it. I'm going to do a quick. So Broncos are 7.5-point favorites. I think they win. I think that's a pretty solid line. I'm going to say they win 27-20. That's going to be my prediction, to win by a solid touchdown. I think it'll be a good game. I think the Bengals come in. I think Chase and Higgins play way better than they did versus the Vikings last week. I think they're going to compete. But Denver at home, coming off 2 close, tough losses, I don't think they're going to lose a third one. So yeah, I'm going to say Broncos 27-20. I'm not predicting the CSU game. I'm just going to hope they win.
Yeah,
and I want them to turn things around.
San Diego State. I don't care if we beat them all.
Right.
I just want us to win.
Yeah, just win and just look better. Show that the play calling's better, and I think that'll save Jay for another week.
Yeah. Last time when we said just look better, because I think they took it as like a literal look, like look pretty or some shit like that. Like no,
right.
The actual
actual play calling is
the play calling, like make it more like vanilla, you know what I'm saying? So guys can get on their man and not worry about this and that, like
run the plays better.
Yeah. Allow them line up and play.
So yeah, we'll see, man. But I'm gonna be honest, if we have another performance like we did last week, I think it's time. You might as well just cut your losses now, going to the Pac-12. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I don't like calling for jobs and then I'm just a blogger, but that's from what I yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't wish that up on them, just because like I can see the benefits of having Jay Norvell as the head coach and other things like that. But if just for me, if the importance of certain things aren't important, and I think they're very easy ways to show the importance of what you're feeling about the position that you're in. It's because then they'll be easily and they'll be visible to see. They'll be very visible to see. But if I think that importance and that factor isn't there, then yes, I think we do have to make a better decision going into the Pac-12.
Yeah.
Because we all can see potential. We say this about perspective of people, all that. And that's why we care about people, is because we see potential in them. And half the time you see potential in people is because it's what you would do in that situation.
Right.
But the truth is, you're not. Somebody else is. So we can see the potential and we can see all the things out of that situation. But if that thing or that person isn't just doing them, like you can't just think, back to the thing you said earlier, it's insanity. The thing that you can keep the same thing over and over and over and expect a different result. So
yeah, he's the leader, man. But at the end of the day, what counts is the wins. That's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Like we're putting lipstick on a pig at some point. With all the great festivities and all that stuff, and the fans are showing up. Like you're gonna lose money. Our fans aren't gonna keep showing up with performances like that. So, yeah, I think
that because I think that was my biggest thing. Is like I'm over.
Yeah,
I'm over the media groping. You know what I'm saying? The whole, oh yeah, this is the most fans that ever attended a game at Canvas Stadium. Like I'm over all of that fake ass propaganda that we're using for Canvas Stadium. We're not saying that this is the history of CSU, but they're broadcasting it like that. They're doing things like that to up their likeness for people to like them and little things like stop trying to get people to like y'all so much more than you're actually doing to be good. You know what I'm saying? And
that's going to bring the fans.
That's what's going to bring the fans. Like you telling fans that Canvas Stadium, this is the largest attendance at Canvas Stadium. Yeah, you're not saying this is the largest attendance at Hughes because you know it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like
because that's where legends were playing. Yeah,
is that like that's not the case. But we're constantly doing all this spoon feeding and all this smoke and mirrors thing, like to try to appease to the media and try to cover up the fact that we're inexperienced.
Right.
And for anybody that really knows this game and knows the game of football, knows media, knows all that, can see through that shit like like it's very easy to see.
Very predictable. Yeah.
Very predictable. Because we should be able to talk about better things than what the hell we're talking about. To bring fans to like it should be, hey, we just beat this team last week. We did this and come to the game Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where our overall topic of how we get people to come to our game should be, not by making them feel like they're missing out on the experience of just watching a football game. That like
it's pretty much fun until the game starts.
Yeah, like that's what you're
like
you create
no more of that.
Really to create all the hoopla so you can get all these numbers and get all that numbers so it can look good for recruiting.
Right.
Oh, cool. But what happens when that recruit comes out to that damn game and see you get beat by UTSA? What happened to that recruit?
He ain't going for it. He'd rather go to UTSA.
Right. What happens to that recruit that watched our team almost lose to University of Northern Colorado that they've never heard of before?
Yeah. UNC is going to start getting some more calls.
The kids just may pick up the UNC because they're like, oh, damn, y'all beat my school I was committed to.
Right.
A school that was a kid was never supposed to be able to pick up a call from that school. You gave them the right.
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we are focusing and predicating and put our energy on all the wrong things when, like, I feel like, like they need to be on the players. They need to be on the players. The coaches need to be about the players, not about themselves.
Not about the system.
Not about trying to make something look good so you can get a job at Appalachian State or hopefully become the head coach at Appalachian State from being offensive coordinator over at Colorado State University.
Right.
Because that's what a lot of these guys are looking for. They're looking for the next head coach.
That next step, yeah.
Yeah, or they're looking for, or you can be a Jim McElwain, or I won't even coach a bowl game. Like, I'm going to see you fucks later.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen this shit before. We've seen this shit before. Like, and people think that we're dumb. They think that people are dumb. They think they can keep using things as a platform and keep using people and, like, stumping all over shit. And then think that people aren't going to notice that they came to stump on something rather than work cohesive.
Right. It's like you're overlooking what's right in front of you.
Exactly. Like, acting like you're being cohesive by saying all the things that the people here value. But then when it comes to the actual things, you don't value none of that shit.
Right.
Like,
All right, man. Make sure y'all go follow Kapri on everything. All the links, all that be in description. 3 King Bibbs 5, man. Follow Muhammad on everything. We're gonna do this weekly, so be on the lookout next week. We'll give y'all a recap of that San Diego State game. Look forward into the conference game. I don't want to look too far ahead, but let's see who they got after San Diego State.
I did have this schedule memorized by heart.
Fresno. They're at home versus Fresno. Fresno's looking good. Another first year coach, 4-1. So
I'm going to that game too. I'm going.
I want it. I might be there. We'll see. I want to go to at least one.
We're going on the game, bro. We're going to the game. We're going to the Fresno game. We're going to do a live report at the Fresno game.
It's a Friday too.
Yeah, let's do a live report, and we'll walk around with mics, and we'll ask some of the fans some questions, and we'll get on them. You know what I'm saying? And figure out what they know about CSU, how they feel, and go from there.
All right, let's do it. That sounds fun. All right, man. Maha Minute, appreciate y'all for tapping in. You got any final words or anything? Where to follow you?
Thank you guys for tapping in. Obviously, with Maha Minute and Jessica Capri, you know we coming back with this thing every single week, and we always know we coming with it plush, and we coming to it real. You ain't gotta wait a minute, but you with Maha Minute. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. See y'all next week. Maha Minute on Blog Universe. We out. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Cool. All right. Streaming.